Hi. In an earlier podcast, I mentioned that when we retire, we go through various phases or stages. And the second stage of these, generally speaking, is that of disillusion, disappointment, and absolute frustration at times. Such questions as, what am I going to do with the rest of my life, come up. And this is when we begin the search. The search to find something which will give us some enjoyment in retirement, other than just going on holiday. We might have been on our holidays, we come back, and now we're thinking, what am I going to do now? And thence begins the search. Now you can search for a long while, trying various things, various pursuits, hoping that you can find something which will be compatible to you. And that's what it needs to be. You can try very many different avenues, volunteer work and so forth, only to find that it doesn't suit you. You don't really enjoy it. It becomes a chore, a duty, rather than something you're doing just for the fun and the feelings of fulfillment that you're getting out of it. For example, when I retired, which was in 1995, I spent around the next 6 years, really, trying various things to get into something I would really enjoy. I tried working for getting people jobs with mission employment. I tried taking public speaking skills out to people in jails. I did a lifeline course where you talk to people on the phone who are in trouble or distraught. That didn't suit me. I wasn't for it. I tried to be an advocate for people with disabilities. Didn't like it, not really in the long run. I joined an organisation called Club Speranza, which was to support people with intellectual disabilities and challenges. Not for me, I found out. Then I joined a thing called Drug Arm Australia, which dealt with homeless people and trying to wean people off drugs. I tried lots of things like that for a short time. And I had to be honest, they were not for me. There were things that didn't work. Things that did work, I joined the National Speakers Association of Australia because I'd been a speaker for many years before that. I joined the Australian Storytellers Guild, loved it, went to their conferences, gave presentations all around the place. I became a member of 3 Toastmaster clubs rather than 1, and I helped to form lots of new clubs out in the countryside, the rural areas away from Sydney. So all of these things were good, some were good and some were frustrating and bad. But it wasn't until 2001, 6 years after I'd been retired, that I found what I really wanted to do, and that was to become a teacher in an organisation known as U3A, University of the Third Age, which was a all-volunteer organisation for retirees who wanted to learn things. And I taught. I attended 2 classes myself. Australian colonial history was one, aviation history was another, and I taught my own class, which was Inner Quest, Our Search for Happiness, Body, Mind and Spirit. And I did that for 8 years. Okay. So what I'm trying to say to you here is you need to search around and find something which really suits you, which you really enjoy going along to, you look forward to. You can have too much on your plate, or you can have too little. In a later video, I'm going to talk about how I took on too much and how I really had to cut back, because there's an old saying that people in retirement often don't have enough time to do all the things that they can do or want to do. You have to be selective. Find something which really suits you, that you think about during the daytime when you're not there, you enjoy even dwelling on it, that you can make friends with and enjoy doing. This is one of the most important things in being retired. Finding something to occupy you at least a goodly part of the time, and something that you really look forward to and enjoy doing.